Hey guys, it's Mikleo. Welcome back to more Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch Blind. In the last episode, we did some side quests here in Alma Moon. And in this one, we're gonna do the last side quest available to us, and then go talk to Rashad, the Bavana dealer. And our quest this time is a duel in the desert. A bony beast keeps challenging travelers to duels in the desert. It looks like a fierce opponent, but it must be dealt with. Alright, let's undertake that. And where did it say it was? In the North Shimmering Sands. Alright, and I believe we have nothing more on the errand board to pick up for now. Yes. Alright, so let's go fight that monster. Alright, so it's in the North Shimmering Sands, yes? Okay, so it must be that shining blue dot then, huh? So, without further ado, let's go take it up on that challenge, and of course, avoid enemies along the way. And I think we are a pretty suitable level right now, so I don't want to fight anything unless I need to. Oh, and Luigi leveled up from that fight. Very nice. And Luigi learned Pebble Pelt, huh? Is that... Yeah, it's what Waluigi has, so I'm not going to equip that on Luigi. Let's see, I took a lot of damage in that fight, so let's heal up before we approach the Skelly Mans. Come on, I want to reach the skeleton before... Yes, I will take on the Bone Brigadier. Duel? What do you mean? Duels are one-on-one. There are 3 of you. Where is your honor, sir? Well, regardless, let's focus on the weaker of the enemies so we can kinda clear the battlefield, get some crowd control under the way so we don't have to take care of all 3 at once for long. And I'm gonna save the next smash hit for the Brigadier himself. There we go. And now... Nope, the smash hit isn't as effective against him as his pals. Let's see how water magic does against him. Though I am definitely gonna want to keep distance because I don't see letting Tail getting hit going very well. And alright, let's finish up this battle with dear old Waluigi. Psych up and go wild! And... good night!
We won!
What do you mean no magic gain from that? Maybe I leveled up. Yeah, okay, so we auto healed completely anyway. Alright, now that our bounty is complete, let's head back to Swift Solutions to turn it in. And then finally go and talk to Rashad, the Bavana dealer. Oh, there is an item at the back of this oasis here. Probably some spring water, if I had to guess. It sure is. Come on, let me in! Nope, looks like I'm gonna have to fight it. Actually, this looks like... I don't think I've fought the Clubber Cub before, so that might have actually been a blessing in disguise that I got attacked by it. Fill up that bestiary just a little bit more. I love how weak the Bonehead's smash hit is against Luigi. It's so funny to me because it's such a strong attack for us, but against us it's just like, yeah, whatever. May as well have just used your regular attack, it would have been faster. Oh, item in the pot here. 10 guilders. Get some little extra pocket change, though nothing to really write home about. Hello, sir! I have a bounty to report. And now we have a shinbone shield. Did I buy one of those already? I feel like I might have. Alright, and now just to be sure, let's check the errand boards and bounty boards just once more to make sure nothing else has appeared. And it appears that it has not. Alright, no. It appears that I did not get a shinbone shield already. What is my money at? 1,000? It might actually be worth buying some accessories now then. Let's see. Let's see who's unequipped. Just Luigi. So I'll buy an accessory for Luigi, just so we can have him fully equipped. Am I fully equipped too? Oh, I'm missing one accessory, so we'll buy 2 accessories then. Alright, let's see. So we have plus 2 defense, accuracy and evasiveness, I believe. Magic attack and magic defense. I feel like that... Well, let's look at what the other 2 are. Is there... Oh, there's no difference between these 2, except who can equip it. Okay, I see. So does this prevent us from being one-hit killed? Is that what knockout is? I'm not sure. Regardless, I feel like this would be good for Oliver. And then... Yeah, sure, we'll give a bravado badge to Luigi. There we go. And then I'll spend the rest of my money on treats. So, chocolate for Luigi, ice cream for Waluigi, and cake, was it? For Tail? I believe that was it? Yeah. We'll spend 100 on the ice cream and chocolate, and then we'll buy as many cakes as we can afford. There we go. Now we're back to down to 3. Once again, I will eventually get used to the buttons I need to press. 1 attack increase for Luigi, and still no progress on the next familiarity upgrade, huh? Waluigi gets no upgrades whatsoever, but Tail will most definitely get some upgrades. Alright, Tail got 1 magic attack increase, and his heart grew 2 sizes this day. Not 3 sizes, not quite on the level of the Grinch, but it's still some progress, right? Anyway, after all this delays, let's go talk to our Babana dealer.
Excuse me, are you Mr. Rashad?
Yes, I am.
Mr. Rashad, sir, I need you to teach me magic. I need you to teach me the most powerful spells there are, so I can defeat Shadar.
Defeat Shadar? You?
Yes, sir.
Your journey has been wasted. I no longer practice the magic arts.
Huh? But why not? I thought you were one of the 4 great sages who knows everything there is to know about magic.
It matters not what I was. I use magic no more.
Is she... What do you want? Who are you? Jeepers.
The poor thing's broken-hearted, looks like.
Shadar stole a piece of her heart. It was my fault. I defied him, and to punish me, he did this. That is why I fight no longer. I cannot risk my child's life. I will not. We must accept our fate. and live out our days in peace.
Mr. Rashad, sir, you're wrong. She wouldn't want this. She's not in pain because a piece of her heart was stolen. It's because you gave up fighting. Because you gave up on everything. That's why she's in pain.
You are sure of this?
Yes, I am.
I see. I see now that you would say anything to enlist my aid.
Huh?
Begone! Leave us in peace.
You're making a mistake. I wasn't trying to.
Well, he wasn't wrong. It looks like Shaddar's stolen a part of the poor dab's heart.
Then we have to help her. We have to make her heart whole again.
Nah, looks like, I said. This is different.
Huh?
Her heart's not just broken, it's closed.
Closed? What does that mean?
It's like this, see? She's not just had a part of her heart stolen, she's closed it up tight too, to keep the rest safe, like. So, before we can think about replacing what's missing, we'll have to open it back up again, innit?
And how do we do that?
We go to your world. If we find whoever she's connected to by there, we can work out what's going on with her by here. So, we head over your way and find her soulmate.
All right, let's do it.
Righto, back to your world it is.
I thought she looked familiar. She reminds me of the person who caught me and what's his name? Our glasses friend building the car at the beginning, the one looking out the window. I feel like that's who we're looking for, which also means I believe she becomes a party member, because I think in like the opening movie of the game, I think I remember seeing a blonde-haired girl there. And also, Oliver, while I agree with what you were saying to Rashad, it's also true that not everyone can be that strong, and your words do sort of ring false when you're just some random kid who showed up and tries to tell him something about someone he cares for. This is like, obviously he's not going to be quite so receptive to that. So, it is a shame, but I do feel that you were kind of overstepping your bounds there a little. Again, I agree, but you would have kind of come off as, like, holier than thou in that case. Gateway, that's what we need. An error has occurred. You have been why does that keep happening? Where to start the search? I think I know where to go. Oliver don't know girls. Phil, that's his name. Okay. I know who her soulmate is, though. It's just a matter of where. I think that blue house is where I'm meant to go on the map. But let's talk to people along the way. You said that at the beginning of the game, sir. Okay, so we have Phil's garage here. Oh, cutscene. Hey, I just thought... What's up, man? You're having a nice time thinking about girls, is it? Huh? No, when I used to come here to Phil's garage, there was a girl... She was always looking at us from her window. From her window, eh? Sounds like a proper shrinking violet. Shrinking violet? What does that mean? Is that a phrase people use? Google. An exaggeratedly shy person. Yeah, I guess that would be applicable here. I guess so. That's the window up there. And there she is. Oh, that's her, Mr. Trippy. Flippin' heck, Ollie boy. Why didn't you think of her straight away? She's the spittin' image of her, mon. Huh? Of who? Oliver. Oliver. I know you're young, but like, context clues, man. Who do you flippin' think, you blockhead? The great sage's daughter, ain't it? The one who's obviously her flippin' soulmate. It's that obvious? I never noticed. You sure have good eyes, Mr. Turpy. She was only in the window for a second. Never underestimate the razor-sharp eyes of a fairy, my boy. Spot a speck of dust on the head of a pin, I could. Anyway, it's her and no mistake. Let's go and barge our way into her bedroom. No. That sounds like a very, very bad idea. Anyway, what's up with you two? I mean, gas is most certainly expensive. Alright. Dog! Boof, boof! Good talk, good talk. I would die for you. Alright, let's barge into a stranger's house, I suppose. It's no good. There's no answer. You waited like 2 seconds! It takes time to come to the door! Is something the matter, dear? There's nobody home, you know. That's not true. I need to speak to the girl who lives here. You're a friend of Myrtle's? Oh, you poor dear. You must be awfully worried about her. Huh? Oh my, you haven't heard? Well, just between you and I, things haven't been going so well for Myrtle's family lately. How come? Her father works every hour, every single day. Nothing but work, work, work. He's never at home anymore. Such a shame. Rusty was always such a devoted father. But something has happened to him. He's changed. I hear him shouting at them through the walls. Oh no. Is Rusty the soulmate of Rashad, perchance? Because if so, then this runs very deep between both worlds. And that's gotta be quite a thing to fix. Poor Betty. I have half a mind to tell that Rusty Cartwright just how lucky he is. I think that's a pretty common thought to have towards married couples with never mind. I'm not gonna that is a can of worms which I am not qualified to talk about. Yeah, I'll do just that. No, it sounds like we could use magic to open the door, but I feel like this is a crime. If you hadn't taken me over to your world when I thought I was all alone, if you hadn't helped me, I'd still be alone right now. Your heart's in the right place, but just be careful. That's justification enough for a bit of breaking and entering in my book. Oh, I gotta screenshot that soon. Alright, then let's spring lock our way in, I guess. Huh? It won't open. Perhaps there's something on the other side? What's wrong, Mr. Trippy? It's this doorman. There's an evil power protecting it. Your spell didn't fail. It was repelled by a malevolent force. What? Repelled? Jeepers. Must be the girl in it. She's the soulmate of a sage's daughter, after all. You think? So what do we do? I'll tell you what we don't do. Carry on trying to get by the front door. It's not exactly polite just barging into people's houses anyway. You're right. I guess we'll have to find some other way. The window! Let's go! Oh, I can't even get past the chair. My plan has failed. Some other way, huh? Her dad works at the garage, yeah? So maybe we might wanna... Oh. Ghost girl, hello! Well... Yeah, it definitely seems like P only helps us in this world. So let's see what's going on. Oliver, you have to go in there. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's open. How the flip? Did you do another spell on it or something? No, it wasn't me. It was P. And she's gone again. Huh? Where'd she... Never mind all that. Let's get in there, shall we? There's a damsel in distress up there, Moon. You know, I wonder who our soulmate is on the other world. I hope that Dark Jinn isn't it.
Who are you?
My name's Oliver. Don't worry, I'm not crazy. I'm a kid from right here in Motorville. Just like you.
I know. I've seen you.
You have?
I'm sick. I can't leave this room. If I go outside, it hurts. So all I can do is look out at the world from my window.
That's why they call her Starey Mary. Shh! Don't worry, man. No one can hear me by here. I can talk as loud as I want.
Yes, that's why they call me Starey Mary.
Huh?
Crikey, can she hear me?
That's what they call me around here. But you knew that already, huh? I bet you think I'm weird, don't you?
Not at all.
I don't.
It's okay. I don't mind. You should go before my father comes home.
Oi, come here a sec. This is proper weird. I've looked as hard as I know how, but she doesn't seem sick at all. She's as fit as a fiddle, in fact.
You mean you can tell?
I'm Lord High Lord of the Fairies, and of course I can tell.
So what is wrong with her?
Well, whatever sickness she had might be gone, but something still got a hold over the poor dab.
What is it?
Oh, nothing. I'm gonna come see you again. Okay, Myrtle?
Huh?
No.
Well, if you can't leave your room, I'll come to you instead. That way we can be friends. How does that sound?
Oliver, you can't.
Huh?
My father won't allow it. You should leave.
But Myrtle...
It's just like you said, Mr. Drippy. It's almost like Myrtle and Esther are the same person. Ain't it, though? They could be twins, man. I knew they were soulmates at the moment I laid eyes on her. But she ain't broken-hearted. There's something else stopping her from getting better. It must be her parents. Her family is... If that old gossip is to be believed, yeah. Sounds like her folks ain't getting on too well. But family squabbles really the kind of thing we want to get mixed up in, Ollie boy? Maybe not, but we have to help Myrtle. Family is important. It's everything. Well, since you put it like that, go on then. Let's help the poor dab out. Next stop, Rusty's shop. Let's go, Mr. Drippy. Alright, then let's go, I suppose. Actually, I think we'll put that off for now. I think we've done a little bit for this episode, so I'm going to sort of end things off here. Because, as you know, in the last episode, I realized that I had missed a lot of parts in the 12 Tales of Wonder, because I didn't realize that there were more pages in the tales. I just thought each of the tales was confined to the one pages that appear on this menu. So, like, for the Squirrels and the Bramble, I only read these few paragraphs rather than all of this. And same with the... I'm so bad at these buttons. And same with the Shepherd Boy. So, I think I'm going to end this episode off by reading the Squirrels and the Bramble in full. I'll save the Shepherd Boy for next episode. So for all intents and purposes, this video is over. If you want to focus on just story progress, then feel free to just jump out now. But for now, I will read the Squirrels and the Bramble from the beginning. Protectors of the Forests. Once upon a time, the whole world was lush and green and covered in countless forests. In the mild days of spring, children would play in their clearings, making necklaces from wild flowers, while in summer they would shelter from the sun under their ancient trees, and in autumn, of course, they would pick and eat their juicy fruits. Indeed, forests have always been important to youngsters, being careful places in which to play with gay abandon. But what do you know of the forest guardians? Every forest has one. They are believed to be godlike creatures that protect the woods they inhabit, as well as all the creatures that dwell within. But how did these guardians come into existence? No human knows for certain, of course, but it is believed that they are somehow selected from amongst the creatures that live in the forest. Naturally, since the guardian is responsible for protecting all the forest inhabitants, the biggest, strongest creature in the forest is usually the one selected. There has, however, been one notable exception, and related in this well-known fable. A proclamation from the deities of the forest. A forest, luxuriant with leaves, was home to a gently flowing river and a spring that produced fresh water, and all the beasts that lived there in amity, from tiny insects to creatures as big as two men. One day, the deities of the forest made a proclamation. "The time has come for you to choose your guardian." For the forest did not have a guardian at the time. As soon as the message was received, a controversy prevailed among the beasts of the forest, with each one claiming that he would make the best guardian. "These sharp fangs will frighten away any enemy," growled the black wolf. "These huge claws will shred impostors to pieces," roared the gray bear. And so it continued, with every large forest animal boasting his own case, from the stag with his great antlers to the white catfish who dwelt in the spring. The forest's smaller inhabitants, those who had no chance of winning any test of strength, could but watch this assembly of the beasts in silence. The bickering continued for several nights until one day, a golden haze descended upon the forest, bringing with it an aroma so sweet that the beasts soon forgot about choosing a guardian and simply spent the day in a contented daze, staring at the new golden coloring of the trees around them. The very next day, however, crimson saplings sprouted from some of the trees and quickly grew into a large tangle of red bramble, for the golden haze the beasts had so enjoyed was, in fact, a cloud of evil-disposed spores. By the time any of them noticed, however, the bramble had covered the entire forest. The bramble. The bramble strangled tree after tree, causing them to wither and die. It seemed only a matter of time before the entire forest would be quite devoid of life. Thus, the wise the wise owl said, "Somewhere in this forest is a tree which the spores first took root. That tree is the source of this terrible bramble. Cut off its source, and the entire thicket will wilt." Desperate to save their forest, the black wolf and gray bear resolved to find the tree that the wise owl had mentioned. However, the bramble had grown so thick and so dense that their great bodies simply would not pass through it. It was time for the smaller forest creatures to come into the fore, the ones who abstained while the other beasts had bickered and boasted about who was the strongest. And so the mottled snake slithered through the bramble, moving deep into the forest in search of the tree where first the spores took root. "Alas, the bramble wraps the tree completely," hissed the snake. "We shall need to cut through it somehow, but have neither the claws nor teeth, only this forked tongue." Upon hearing the mottled snake's report, the blue woodpecker leapt into action. "I shall peck through the bramble in no time," he chirped with confidence. But as he neared the tree which the mottled snake has described, the bramble became too thick, and he was quite unable to spread his wings, let alone fly close enough to peck at the bramble, and thus he went back dejected. That was when the field mice and the squirrels rendered their assistance. "These sturdy front teeth of ours shall gnaw through the bramble," squeaked the field mice. "But the bramble goes all the way to the top of the tree," observed the squirrels. "Can you truly climb so high?" The field mice had to concede that they could not, and so it was the squirrels who set off to cut through the bramble that surrounded the tree that had been first to succumb. The squirrels. The squirrels soon reached the tree and scaled it with ease. In no time at all, they were nibbling at the bramble and making light work of cutting through it. No sooner had they begun to chew their way through the bramble than large parts of the thicket that had covered the forest fell away and withered. And so the squirrels decided to continue nibbling until the tree was completely free of the bramble. Alas, the bramble contained poison spores, and the squirrels who swallowed them soon felt the effects and fell lifeless to the forest floor. And yet, this did not deter the other brave squirrels, who had resolved to rid the tree of the bramble and save the forest at any cost, and each of them continued to chew. The moment the last of the bramble was cut, and the entire tangle withered away, the last remaining squirrel fell from the tree, dashing its head upon the ground. The squirrels had saved the forest. When the black wolf and gray bear were finally able to wade through the dead bramble, they came across the bodies of the dead squirrels and let out terrifying cries. The Guardian. As the animals' cries rang out, the squirrels' souls floated from their bodies as pure orbs of light. The black wolf and the gray bear watched in amazement as the orbs floated into a hollow tree, bringing it back to life. The deities of the forest had spoken. The squirrels were the forest's true guardians, though they were among the smallest and weakest of the beasts. Their courage was greater than all of the largest creatures. Size has no bearing on a creature's stature.